Hey, so if you're a dog owner here in Madison, Tennessee, picking a professional trainer is a really big deal. We're going to walk through that whole process, from what to look for locally to the exact questions you should be asking. The goal is for you to feel totally confident in who you choose for you and your dog. Good training isn't just about sit and stay. It's really about getting your dog ready for real life here. We want them to be just as cool and collected on a calm walk down your street as they are when things get a little hectic over by Rivergate. So first things first, let's talk about why sticking with a local trainer is such a good idea. Someone who actually knows Madison can prep your dog for the unique situations and places we have right here in our area. And that quote really nails it, doesn't it? A trainer who's familiar with Madison and Davidson County just gets it. They know the parks, they know the greenways, they know what your daily walk looks like. And because of that, they can build a training plan that's actually going to work for you right where you live. Okay, let's get into the heart of it all. The actual methods trainers use, and the different ways you can sign up for training. Getting this right is so key to finding a good fit for your dog. Pretty much any modern certified trainer you talk to is going to be all about positive reinforcement. What that means is, instead of punishing your dog for doing something wrong, you're rewarding them for doing things right. It's backed by science, it works, and honestly, it's the best way to build a really strong, trusting relationship with your dog. Generally, you're going to see two main options. Group classes, they're amazing for getting your dog comfortable around other dogs and people, and for practicing commands when there are distractions. But if the problems are happening in your house, like, say, jumping on guests, private, in-home lessons are going to be perfect for that. And then, of course, there are some more specialized choices. Puppy training is an absolute must to get started on the right foot, or paw. Board and train programs are like a deep dive, immersive boot camp for your dog. And behavior modification, that's for more complex stuff like anxiety or reactivity, and it requires a really customized plan. All right, so now that we've got the basics down, how do you actually go out and find a great professional trainer here in the Madison area? Checking for credentials is a really big step, and they absolutely matter. Look for letters like CPD-TK or KPA-CTP. That tells you the trainer has a proven, tested understanding of training. And if you're dealing with tougher issues like fearfulness, you want to see advanced certifications like CBCCK. I know it looks like alphabet soup, but it's your proof that you're dealing with a real professional. Knowing what letters to look for is one thing, but the real test comes when you actually talk to them. The consultation is where you'll figure out if they're the right person for you and your dog. So here are the top things you'll want to bring up. First, ask about their training philosophy. Make sure it's all positive. Then ask about those certifications and what they do to keep learning. A good trainer should also be able to explain exactly how they'll tailor a plan just for your dog. And finally, you want to know how you're both going to track progress along the way. Okay, let's talk about the practical stuff, the budget. What should you expect to invest for dog training right here in Madison? This table gives you a pretty good snapshot of the typical costs around here. A 6-week group class, for example, is probably going to run you somewhere between $140 and $250. A single private lesson usually falls between $80 and $140. Of course, the more intensive programs like board and train are going to be a bigger investment. This should help you figure out what makes sense for your goals and your budget. And last but not least, being a responsible dog owner means you got to know the local rules and, all the best spots to go practice your new skills. This number, remember this number, it's one of the most important ones. All throughout Davidson County, the legal maximum leash length in public is 6 feet. This is all about safety, for your dog, for other people, for other pets. So please, no retractable leashes in parks or on sidewalks. And it's not just the leash law. Remember, Tennessee law says your dog has to wear a current rabies tag from their vet. Also, just be a good neighbor. Excessive barking can actually be considered a public nuisance. It's all just part of being a great dog owner in our community. So when you're ready to get out there and practice, Madison has some amazing spots. The Cumberland River Greenway is just perfect for working on that loose leash walking, especially with real-life distractions like joggers and bikes going by. And for some safe off-leash time, you've got great fenced-in spots like Two Rivers Dog Park or the Madison Church of Christ Dog Park. At the end of the day, investing in training is about so much more than just having an obedient dog. It's about building a confident, happy companion that you can really share your life with. It means less stress for you and a whole lot more freedom for them. We wish you the best of luck finding that perfect training partner so you too can get out there and enjoy everything Madison has to offer together.